There's this guy called the Naked Guy, who we have this thing with. He strips off his clothes and he tries to get on stage, and then dances with us and tries to get people to come on stage with him. And then we have to give him clothes afterwards, like a towel or something. And you think I'm making a joke, but it's for real. And he's always on the guest list as the Naked Guy, but we never know when he's going to show up. He's actually in the DVD. He tries to get on stage, then the securities are kind of like, should we tackle him? I think we never read the good or the bad reviews, so it's like, we kind of do what we want to do, and if people seem to like it, it's amazing. It actually surprises us a lot. When people don't like it, it's like tough shit.
I haven't really been in the studio for a while.
We did a Chemical Brothers remix and an MGMT remix, and then worked on Tiga's record, but we haven't spent that much time because we've been touring and promoting the DVD, so we wish we were in the studio more, then we could do some more work. Money Vines would be one of my, I have a kind of soundtrack of this film called Cannabis, and it's actually signed by him.
Oh, okay.
And it's only like, I know it's like, it's the original pressing, there's only like 1,000 made of them, so I know that's going to be worth some money.
1,000? I have a Yoko Ono record and there's only 35 copies of it.
Well, and I have Soulwax record that's never been released, and it's like, nobody has it.
Have you got that?
In fact,
and my dad,
I have one in my head,
out of iron,
which isn't ever coming out. That's how
actually,
it is.
yeah.
We get the question a lot, are there any people that we want to collaborate with, or anyone we want to remix? But
any song that you could, but
we go through life just like anyone else. Mm-hmm. We don't really, everyone that we want to work with, either we're already working with them or they're our friends, and it's not I don't think that's how we look at music. We don't think, like, we don't open a magazine and go, that's cool, I'd like to work with that guy. Just doesn't work. We really love the Late of the Pier album.
Very great, yeah.
We like that.
Let's see, what else?
There's a lot of good new stuff out. There's a lot of good things.
I always forget when people ask me. It's like jokes. Remember, like, if you have to come up with one.
There's a guy called David van der Velde.
Yeah, that's pretty good. Yeah.
They're really good on Secretly Canadian, which I really like. There's a lot of good new things out, but there's also a lot of new good, like, 12s, or like people just make one song, and like I think everything's changed a little bit. There's a lot of good stuff out, but there's also a huge amount, bad stuff.
I don't know, statistically, there's more good stuff.
Did you see all my cherries?
Yeah, sorry. So let's just say that 10 years ago, maybe if there was maybe like 1/10 of the amount of stuff that came out, and now there's just so much more. And maybe percentage-wise, the amount, like the ratio between good and bad stuff is still the same. The problem is nowadays you have to go through so much bad stuff that it almost turns you off music a little bit. That's the only downside to that. Cause obviously it's great that so many more people can make music and there's so much more access to music, but just the physical aspect to, like, you have to go through or listen to so much more uninteresting music that to find that spark, it's hard.
The thing is that we're only 1 week out of 6 we're in Belgium, so we kind of really out of it.
Right now in Belgium, it's not like with new beats or anything where Belgium is leading, or there's some kind of new trend that no one's heard about yet. They're pretty much, right now, they're pretty much just following whatever's hip everywhere else.
I think it's a bit,
and that doesn't go just for Belgium, it goes for everywhere else.
I think before you had like specific scenes like that had like music and sociological, they kind of...
I guess the only thing like that still is in France is the tectonic stuff. That's like a craze, a proper craze. Kids dress and dance accordingly, and it's like a way of life. Everywhere else it's pretty much the same. Like you go into a club, there's like minimal, new disco, kind of electro, you go to Dortmund or to Melbourne, it's pretty much the same.
Okay.
Apart from the weather. I don't know, it's kind of hard. I think we have a lot of old analog material that we use, but it's
there
not
must be
just
something new that we bought.
There must be something new that we've been using, but even in that we're pretty old school. We use Pro Tools, and it's not like we have the latest Logic version.
Oh, I know something that I thought was cool. Melodyne. Have you heard of this? It's this kind of pitching. It's a plugin, but it also exists as an application. It's kind of like this thing where you can. It's supposed to take a voice and do almost the effect of auto-tune and tune things, and you can add harmonies and stuff. But since it's not very good, the application of it, you can make really like cool, crazy things. You can do we can take your voice and make you sound like there's 20 of you singing and different octaves. It's cool.
Naked Guy does make me laugh. Naked Guy just moves me in a profound way. I think one of the funniest guys would be Tiga, because he's really funny.
Example?
No. See, that's the thing, like on our DVD there's a extra commentary with him, and we just put him in front of our film, and he just started talking, and it's really funny.
I'm trying to think who the funniest would be, because they're all funny in their own kind of way.
Who's funny unintentionally?
Ooh,
BJ Howell.
that would be Errol to me. Like, he's really funny without trying. That's the thing with like I was going to say James Murphy or Tiga, but they know they're funny.
They rehearse their jokes. They know
that I wouldn't say.
I'm pretty sure they do.
No.
I just got an image now of Tiga staring in the mirror, like using a toothbrush as a microphone.
That's probably true, but not for his
My
jokes.
point exactly.
No. Like I'm sure he does.
Maybe not a toothbrush, but there's been some moments where he's looking in the mirror, going like, "What's up with these brooches?"
No, I don't think he does jokes. He practices pretty much everything else in his life in front of a mirror, I'm sure. But James is also very conscious of it. Yeah, I'm pretty sure he does.